You're on a midnight highway, headlights slicing through the dark. In your rearview mirror, an SUV approaches, its LED signature glowing like the eyes of a predator. It doesn't just pass you, it hunts you down, gliding past with a growl that sends a shiver through your spine. That SUV isn't German, it isn't American, it's Italian, and it has a point to prove. Because Alfa Romeo, the brand once dismissed as a relic of racing history, is back. And with the 2026 Alfa Romeo Matta Q4 SUV, they're not just knocking on BMW's door, they're kicking it down. But here's the twist. While this SUV may be faster, smarter, and meaner than the BMW X5, it hides one big flaw that could change everything. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll know whether this beast deserves your driveway or your doubt. Oh, and if you live for bold takes and car reveals the mainstream won't give you, hit subscribe. We go beyond the brochure here, and trust me, what's coming next is wild. First impressions matter, and the Matta Q4 makes one heck of an entrance. Sharp, sculpted lines carve across its body like brushstrokes from an Italian artist. The front fascia? Pure drama, dominated by Alfa's triangular Scudetto grille, now reimagined with active air intakes that actually shift depending on speed. The headlights? Not just LEDs, but razor-thin adaptive matrix beams that blink alive like the eyes of a hawk. The rear? A muscular stance with quad exhausts tucked neatly into a diffuser that whispers one thing: yes, I work out. But it's the details that scream premium. Flush door handles that pop when you approach. A two-tone roofline that drips sophistication, and paint finishes with metallic flecks so deep, you'll feel like you're staring into liquid steel. Forget blending in at the mall parking lot. This SUV was built to be stared at. Step inside, and the Matta Q4 doesn't just greet you, it embraces you. The cabin feels like a modern Italian lounge, supple leather with hand-stitched seams, real aluminum trims, and a dash that curves gracefully around the driver. Ambient lighting? Fully customizable, shifting from cool blues at night to fiery reds when you slip into dynamic mode. Seating? Bolstered yet plush, with memory foam integration that adapts to your body after just a few drives. The tech suite is unapologetically forward-thinking. A 14-inch curved driver display, seamlessly blending with a 12-inch infotainment screen. Voice commands? Naturally conversational. Gesture control? Surprisingly responsive. Wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, and a premium Harman Kardon sound system with 19 speakers tuned for theater-level bass. But the real Alfa touch? A hidden start button, tucked under a red racing cover on the steering wheel. Because who doesn't want to feel like they're firing up a jet? Now, let's talk about what really matters: performance. The cabin feels like a modern Italian lounge, supple leather with hand-stitched seams, real aluminum trims, and a dash that curves gracefully around the driver. Ambient lighting? Fully customizable, shifting from cool blues at night to fiery reds when you slip into dynamic mode. Seating? Bolstered yet plush, with memory foam integration that adapts to your body after just a few drives. The tech suite is unapologetically forward-thinking. A 14-inch curved driver display, seamlessly blending with a 12-inch infotainment screen. Voice commands? Naturally conversational. Gesture control? Surprisingly responsive. Wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, and a premium Harman Kardon sound system with 19 speakers tuned for theater-level bass. But the real Alfa touch? A hidden start button tucked under a red racing cover on the steering wheel. Because who doesn't want to feel like they're firing up a jet? Now, let's talk about what really matters: performance. Under the hood, the 2026 Matta Q4 offers two powertrain flavors. The standard? A turbocharged inline-4 pumping out a respectable 310 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Quick, efficient, and enough to embarrass most mid-tier luxury SUVs. But the real showstopper is the Q4 performance trim, a twin-turbo V6 hybrid setup delivering 542 horsepower and a staggering 516 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60, just 3.7 seconds, making it officially quicker than the BMW X5 M50i. Handling? Alfa's Trick Q4 all-wheel drive system works hand-in-glove with adaptive dampers, torque vectoring, and rear-wheel steering. Translation? You don't just drive the Matta, you dance with it. But performance means nothing if it guzzles like a V12 dinosaur, right? Here's the surprise. Thanks to hybrid tech, the Matta Q4 delivers an estimated 28 miles of electric-only range and a combined 29 mpg equivalent, numbers that put it ahead of the X5 in mixed driving. Fast charging gets you 80% juice in under 30 minutes. For commuters, that means school runs and grocery trips can happen without ever waking the engine. Size-wise, the Matta Q4 lands right in the sweet spot. At just over 194 inches long and 77 inches wide, it's compact enough for urban streets but spacious enough for family duty. Cargo? 29 cubic feet with the seats up, expanding to nearly 65 with them folded. And thanks to clever flat-loading design, you're not fighting awkward wheel arches. Seating for 5 with rear legroom that won't make your friends hate you after a road trip. Safety is no afterthought. Expect a top Safety Pick Plus rating with adaptive cruise, lane centering, blind spot intervention, and Alfa's new AI-driven driver awareness system that learns your habits and anticipates fatigue before you even realize it. Warranty? 4 years, 50,000 miles bumper to bumper, plus an 8-year battery warranty. Reassurance baked in. So far, it sounds like the perfect SUV, right? But here's the curveball. The Matta Q4's biggest flaw. It's not speed, not comfort, not tech. It's reliability perception. Alfa Romeo has battled a reputation for beautiful but fragile machines. And while the Matta Q4 is built on a new platform with improved quality control, skeptics will hesitate. Resale values may lag behind BMW. And for buyers who demand bulletproof dependability, that shadow still looms. The irony? The flaw isn't even in the car itself. It's in the trust, competitor, and market future. Against the BMW X5, the Matta Q4 wins on drama, performance, and emotional appeal. The X5, however, still edges it out in perceived reliability, dealer network, and long-term peace of mind. Price? The Matta Q4 performance trim starts around $78,000, undercutting the X5 M50i by nearly 10 grand. Bold move. Looking forward, the Matta Q4 signals where Alfa wants to be in 5 years. Not just surviving, but reshaping the luxury SUV market. As electrification deepens and driver-focused brands fight for relevance, Alfa is making one statement clear: emotion still sells. Closing and call to action. So, is the 2026 Alfa Romeo Matta Q4 SUV truly faster, smarter, and meaner than the BMW X5? On paper, yes. On emotion, absolutely. But whether buyers can look past Alfa's lingering reliability stigma, that's the real battle. Now, I want to hear from you. Would you take a risk on Italian passion or stick with German consistency? Drop your vote in the comments.